So you're welcome, everyone. Please let's confirm that we can see my screen. Please
Yeah,
let's confirm this.
we can see your
Okay.
screen.
Thank you so much. Okay. Let me come back to Teams, just a way of thank you everyone for being on the call again today. This is all about the community. So we are going to help ourselves by ensuring that we are fine. Based on requests, of course, people will send a DM, and that's why we are revisiting this again. Of course, as discussed on the platform, we will be looking at fabrics. That is Microsoft Fabric, either before the end of this month um, or first week in March. But I really wish it happened before the end of the month. So, but whatever we decide. So let's just go straight into this. I will just talk through my slide. Then I will come back to say who wants us to use their screen. So if you want, then you show with the raise of hand and we'll call you. Of course, if you're going to use your screen, you should have Power BI desktop. We will use that later, but the main thing is SQL Server. You get the point. Because by the time we are done with querying, we now want to get data into Power BI and see how that is. Because we are going to create a view. If you don't know what that means, don't worry. It's part of what we're going to learn today. So let me come straight to my slide. The class is recorded. So the recording is going on. So the focus is just to, because SQL on its own is kind of broad, right? So we just focus on some things. And as we go, if you have to have more classes, we would of course do that. So the focus is, as a data analyst, what do you even use SQL to do? What are some of the things you use SQL to do? Because SQL is not only for a data analyst, there are a lot of data professionals, right? So my name is Do. I will just move away from this. So for anyone on this call that are new to this, just a brief about this. What SQL means, what you really use it for. All right. And why is SQL important for data analyst? So you want to use it to get data. There is the data warehouse somewhere, and as an analyst for the organization, you need to analyze that data so that you can make informed decision or help the business to understand what is happening to the business by leveraging on their data. So you want to retrieve. Retrieve means go and get the data, and you want to analyze it efficiently, of course. You want to perform some cleaning, you want to do some calculations, you want to create and then manage the structure. So these are um, some of the importance of SQL to a data analyst. So I'll go through the slide, and I believe that going through the slide would actually help some people. I mean, there are some people that are very new to this, so this will help them really before we then go into the demo, so that when we're now speaking the language practically, it doesn't sound strange. Basic SQL query for data retrieval. Retrieval will be how to get data, right? Like you want to get something. So SQL statement or select statement. In a layman, this select simply means go and bring something. For people that are used to Power BI, it will mean get data, right? But select here, in a layman, the way I would say it is bring or give me. Retrieve me, go and bring something. So in order to be able to get something from SQL, you must speak the language that will let you retrieve something. So the language to bring or to retrieve is select. That's why I actually put format, so that all of those things that are formatted are like the keywords, or maybe in the layman, they are like functions or what it's a keyword, something that will perform an action. So select first name. First name here means there is a column on, so let's say there is a table, right? Because I want to bring something from a table. So there is a table. On that table, let's say I have many columns, but some of the columns on that table, there is a column called first name. First name is the header of that column that has the first name of the staff. There's also another column called last name. And so there is a table called employee. That table, it has been saved or named employees. So I now say, I don't need everything from that table. I only need two columns. Since I need the two columns, I will need to mention the name of the columns so that this instruction will then go to employees table and only give me first name. You use comma to separate them, first name and last name. I hope this makes sense to anyone on this call that is very new. Now, there's also a situation where they may not want you to bring everything ready. They might say, okay, bring first name, or let's say bring everything. So I'm talking about the second point now, because star means the entire record. That star, because I'm not mentioning the name of columns. If I mention the name of columns, I'm only saying these are the columns I need from that table. But now, I'm not mentioning the name of columns. I need everything from that table, but not the entire record for everyone. For instance, this one means select star, meaning select all or bring all from where there is a table called sales. Because if you want to bring something, you must go somewhere to go and bring it. That place that you go and bring it is where the thing is saved. So in this context, select all or select star from a table called sales. But when you go to that table called sales, don't bring everything. Only bring something where a region in this context is a column. So let's say on this column, we have north, south, east, west. So this instruction now says, don't bring the record for north, don't bring record for south, don't bring record for east, only give me record for west. That is what this line means, meaning that bring all records from a table called sales only for a region that is called west. So SQL instruction will then bring only west region information to you. I hope this makes sense to anyone, because I do this slide by slide so that it can kind of make sense to you. Now, if you look at the header, this one says basic SQL queries. So these are just like basic instruction. Now, we now begin to add some things into that instruction. There is what we call advanced data retrieval techniques. Now, it's possible you now have more than one table. If you look at are we following? Can we see my screen? Are we fine? Let me be sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Others kindly respond to be sure. If you just show and you're not seeing my screen, let me know.
Yeah.
Okay. So can I proceed? Can I proceed, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know why I'm saying this? In case there's someone on this call and this is not clear, do not hesitate to call me. But I've taken my time to actually break this down. But if it's still kind of not clear, tell me on time. Now, advanced data retrieval techniques. So there is what we have different joins. What does it even mean? If you are used to Power BI, right? In Power BI, if you are getting data from anywhere, let's say the data you are getting has more than one table. So those tables would have something that they have in common. There's what we call primary key and foreign key. But don't even worry about the language. Look at these tables before me. Ignore the select statement at the top first. Look at this table. There is a table for customer, which I call customers table. On this customers table, we have the ID for the customer, and we have the customer name. So one stands for, don't worry about this name, it's just a funny name that I put right. The most important thing is just to ensure you're fine and that you're also not very serious in the class. You can laugh and just be fine. So customer ID 1 to 3, and these are their names, right? So there is another table called order table. So there is order 101 to 104. So customer 1, I need someone that will respond. What is the name for customer 1? Customer ID 1. What's the name of that customer ID 1?
G Masu.
What's the name for customer ID 2?
Orimi Morie.
Good. What is the name for customer 3?
Very Masu.
Good. Now, what this means is that if you look at the customer table, this ID is identifying them. and the name of the customer is on customer table. But if you look at order table, the name of the customer that ordered something was not included on this table. So if management need me to now say, but if you look at order table, you see that the amount of whatever they ordered. So for instance, order 101, one customer with ID 1 purchased it on a particular date, and the total amount the person spent for that order was $500. Now, if I need to then bring something from this table and that table, the information they need, some information is on one table, another information is on another table, meaning that I need the name of the person that bought and the date and the amount. So how will I be able to query that or bring that information instruction back or that to answer that? Then I need to connect them. So that brings me back to Power BI. You know that if you are going to get something from another table, we need to establish relationship. If you know what I mean, just respond, just to be sure. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes,
So
sir.
this class is supposed to be interactive. Good. Now, but in SQL Server, it is join. Join simply means you are relating one table to another, really, because you need something from one table. So if you look, so let's now take a look at the instruction at the top that says using joins to combine data. Select means give me, you know, there's a table called customers. And on that customer table, there is customer name and customer ID. And that's okay. SQL says yes. Go and bring, meaning select customer name from customer table, comma, also bring order date, which we will find on orders table, and also bring the total amount, which is also on orders table, and that's it from customers. Normally, customer does not have order date. The order date column is on order table. Customer does not also have total amount. The only thing that is on customer as a customer table and order table is customer ID and customer ID. If you look at customer table, which is on the left, 1, 2, 3 is the customer ID. But if you look at orders table, you see that 1, 2, 1, 3. That means that on this order table, customer ID is repeating itself. And this simply means that customer 1 bought or patronized us more than one times. Of course, I could order in the morning or order sometimes. Now, what this means is that I need to then relate customer ID from order table to customer ID from customer table as a form of relationship so that I can get something from the other table. Now, that's why I said from customers, then join this table, meaning that connect others. Join means connect, right? Or relate. Join others, which is other table, on what they have in common. You must issue that on in order to connect the column they have in common. Meaning on what? On customer ID from customers table, meaning that customer ID must be equal to customer ID on both tables. Do we understand? Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's why I'm using this image, because if you are not practicalizing this, you will not find it difficult. It's very cheap. So then look at the results. This result gave us 3 columns: customer name, order date, and total amount. If you look back at the instruction at the top, help me bring, select means bring, or give me the name of the customer, also give me order date and also total amount. And you'll see that this table on the right is showing customer name, order date, and total amount. I hope this is clear. Can we move to the next?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think I need to come back to Teams to be sure that others are following. Okay. I'll take it as you are fine, as long as others do not talk. I'll take it as you are fine. But if you are not fine, let me know on time, I beg you. So let me come back to this. So now, if you look toward the bottom of the screen, aggregating data with group by, what does that mean? aggregate functions. Let me say that way. Built-in functions that will help us to add some things up that will aggregate instead of line by line. You will add them up or put them together. Now, this instruction is now saying that select region, meaning that bring region, right? When you are bringing region, I also need you to bring sales. Region is a column. There is a table, don't be confused. There is a table called sales. On that table called sales, there is also a column called sales. Now, I'm reading again from the left. Select region. Also select sales. But when you want to select sales, help me sum it up. That's why I put that function to say, sum as the function should enter that column called sales so that you can add them up. Now, because the function will enter it into a column called sales to add them up, I also need to give it a temporary name, like a name. That's why I say, when you sum the sales, give it a name called total sales. As simply means alias, like another name that I can give that your instruction. I'll take this again. Select region. This simply means give me region and sales. But when you are bringing sales, sum it up and call it total sales, because region will come as region. Region will be the header of that column. But sales, if I do not say as total sales, it would only give me the total without the header. But as total sales means give it a name. From sales, the table that has this information that I'm bringing, the name of the table is sales, right? On that sales table, there is a column called region, and there's also another column called sales. There could be more columns. Reason why I'm selecting only two. Now, because I will need the total sales that happen per region to be in front of each of the region, I need to issue group by. Because we could have West did 5,000, West did 2,000, West did 3,000. Group by will help me to say everything that West did should be added up together and show in front of West. That's why we need to issue group by region. I'll take it that this is clear. If it is not, you can ask me. Now, if you watch, look at this. This is the first one, basic query, followed by advanced retrieval, followed by filter. You want to filter what you have summed together. Now, using having clause. Let me take a step back a bit. Good. Look at this filtering data with where. So where is a filter? Having, this having too. Let me go back there.
Sorry, Mr. Jide, I think somebody
Yes.
dropped a message that there's something that's not clear to them.
Good. The person should please raise your hand and ask your question, please.
Yeah, the hand is restored.
Okay, hello, sir. Good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, ma.
Okay. So for join, I've always had issues understanding join. So for that from, I don't understand the statement from. I don't understand it. And I know for join, we have different types of join, inner join, left join, right join.
Correct.
So I don't understand it.
Good. So if we dive into everything, this class is now, don't think that 1 hour is enough to do all of that. But let me start from the first one you said. You said you don't understand it from right?
Yes,
No problem.
sir.
Remember that. Look at this. Look at this select statement. Read the first one.
Select first name, last name from employees.
What does this from? What is it doing? What does it do here? Or what is it doing here? Let me tell you.
Like
Okay, say it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Like there's a table, so you want to select the two columns, first name and last name from that table, employees.
Correct. So ma, let's come back here. What does this from customer means?
to select from customers table.
Correct. Now, this first line would go in and bring customer name. That customer name is actually coming from, that's why you see customers.customer name. That means customer name is actually coming from customers or customer table. Order.order date. That order date is coming from a table called order table. Order.total amount is coming from order table. But I can't say from customer from order. So I'm only saying that I need this query to go into customer and give me these columns. Though order date and total amount, they are not inside customer table. That is why we now establish relationship. If we use Power BI, for instance, in order to, let's say there is a table called channel, and there is another table called sales. And I want to see, let's say, channel and total sales. Meaning that channel would come from channel table, and total sales will come from another table called sales. In order to be able to visualize the two that I just said, I need to ensure that I establish relationship based on what they have in common. Ma, are you following? Do you understand this one that I just said first?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now,
sir.
in order to achieve this, I need something. This will just mean that help me, show me, or give me customer name, order date, and total amount. That thing must be coming from somewhere. Though it's actually going to come from two places, but I will just say from customer. Where, not where, I don't want to use that word where. It's not a function. I just wanted to say it like a layman. But meaning that when you are doing this, I know that customer does not have everything I'm asking it, but customer has a relationship with another table that has that. Meaning that then join will now mean connect orders. You know, I didn't mention customer. Meaning I want to join customer to order, to customer table to order. That's why I say then join order. Are you following? Do you understand it to this point?
Yes, sir.
So when I say join orders, I can't just join order and I say, is that asking me if I'm going to join customer to order table in order to get other things that you need from order? What do they have in common that I can use to establish relationship? And I say on where this word where is not SQL where, it's English in this context. Where customer is equal to where customer ID from or customer table is also the same as customer ID on other table. If you still don't understand, don't worry. Let me know if it's clear.
Okay, so I think that for you to join two tables, there must be a common column in the two tables.
So take a look at customer table. This image on the left. How many columns can you see on it?
So
Mention the names, please.
customer ID and customer name.
Come to this other table, the middle table. Mention the columns that you can see on this table that is also on customer's table.
Okay, only customer ID.
Correct. That is what if you now go back to that query on customer ID to customer ID, let me know if you understand.
Understand now.
Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we can proceed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Joseph, for calling my attention. So when I share my entire screen, I don't get to see that. Okay. So sorry, I just plugged one of the routers. Now, I think this is where we are, right? Good. Having. So I was trying to differentiate between. So I wanted to say something about where and having. So let me go back a bit because I need you to observe. Look at this filtering data with where. Look at where is, or look at where that word where is. I use where here to filter a row. Though region is a column, but filter will enter inside that column and be looking at row, where you will find the west. It will go to maybe row 1 if west is there, or row 2 or row something. Where we'll go and kind of filter the row. But having that you are seeing here is also a filter. But this kind of filter is not filtering row. If how will I explain this? Okay, let me differentiate it by saying that. So where is used to filter a record before grouping? I think that should make sense to you. If this does not make sense, take a look at this one, aggregating data with group by. I think I'm spending too much on this slide. Well, maybe it's fine. Aggregating data with group by. Select region. Sum sales as total sales from sales, then group it by region. Meaning that if, let's say West, for instance, there is one West, 1,000, another West, 2,000, another West, 3,000. What sum will do is that it will sum all the region. By the time you now say group by region, it will now give West this total sum. It will put total sum of sales in front of each of the region. Now, coming here, maybe I think it's even good. Look at this image on the right. I think this solves it. Please look at this image on the right. There is sales ID, there is region, and there is sales. So north, 500,000, another north, 600,000. So what sum will do is that it will sum all the sales, but by the time I say group by region, it will now put the total for each of the region in front of them. Let me know if you understand. I need people to respond. I need response to be sure my internet
Yes, sir.
is fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this image on the right is showing you that this is the entire record. Now, by the time I now group by, this image on the left is not what I'll get something similar anyways, because I need to differentiate it clearly. Okay, let's just say this is what I'll get. The total for north is 500 plus 600, that is 1,100. The total for south is 1.2 and 900. That's why you're saying 2-1, and so on. Now, let me go back to this. Select region and sum the sales as total sales from a table called sales. When you do the summation, then group it or show it, display it, total in front of each of the region. That is what group I would do. But maybe there is one condition that managers say, don't just give me all. Maybe there is a target for each of the region. That when you are bringing that in, let us check if, let's say it says targets in this context, right? I can't change this 1 million right now because this table would not, if I change the value now, it will not make sense with what you are seeing on the image. So let me not change it. I'll just talk through it. Let's say some sales, having the sum of sales that is greater than 2 million. Let me ask some people in the class to answer this. Looking at the table on the left, if I say that, if I change that 1 million, having sum of sales greater than 1 million, if I now change it to having sum of sales greater than 2 million, come and look at the small table on the left. What do you think I will have on this small table on the left? If the sales should be greater than 2 million, what do you think I will have? I need someone to respond. Looking at the table on the left.
We'll have only south, east, and west.
Everyone, do you understand? I need people to respond because whatever we are going to do practically, I'm already showing you the concept. Exactly. So admin here, you only say
would probably have, sorry, is it not just south and west if it's greater than 2 million? Or is it greater than equal to, then we have east inclusive?
if we say greater than or equal to, yes, we would have east as part of them. Have I answered it correctly?
Yes.
That means we would have south, east, and west. North will not be there. So I believe this is clear to everyone. All right. but because I just I put this together to just simplify. If I had known, I would have put 2 million, but don't worry. But that's why I put query explanation. The goal is to get data or retrieve the total sales for each region, but only include region where the total sales exceed. So if we had any region that the total sales is 900,000, it will not be displayed. I'm sure this is clear because we have already added a clause of 2 million. Now, take a look at this. We won't be able to touch everything in this session, but I deliberately focus on what a data analyst would do, just touching on them, right? By just like touch on each of this. Now, you would also be working with what we call subqueries in order not to take too much time on this, right? So just look at this table first on the right. So customer ID, customer name. Then look at the second table. There's order ID, customer ID, order date, and amount. So then look at the select statement from your left. Select customer name. So there is the table on the right that has customer name, Jimason. Now, from customers. But when you are doing that, where customer ID in, so this in, but I won't take much time on this. This is subquery, meaning select inside of another select. So let me not, because this could be advanced for some people. So let me not, but if you read through this, there is another select in another select. So look at the second select, select customer ID from order, because there's customer ID from order table where order date is greater than this year. Meaning that what this second select will do is that it will give us any date that is not 2022. It will give us, that's why you see where order date is greater than 1st of January 2023. That means that anything from 2nd of January 2023, 2024, 2025 is what this guy will return. Anything below that, it will not return. So now you show another select that when you also select that, you know, the point is just look at this. Now looking at this, right? I believe you understand what this is saying. But that is how to do a subquery. This is what is called subquery. So that's why I say scenario. Imagine we have a retail company with 2 tables, this one and customer table with this and other table with this. The goal is to retrieve the name of customer who have placed order after January 1st, 2023. Do we understand? And the result is what you are seeing below. Let me know if you understand.
Yes, sir. Yeah, understand.
Okay. Because these are, so if you're on this call and you feel like SQL is really not difficult. All you need to do is just understand. I think that's all. Good. So yeah, I think that's all. Thank you. So let me come to Teams, and if you want to share your screen, you can show with a raise of hand. Share your screen means that you want us to use your screen. You already have your management studio configured properly. And by the time we are going to use Power BI desktop, of course, we'll just use that. So if you want to share your screen, show with the raise of hand. You know, time is ticking, or clock is ticking, and time is kind of not waiting. I requested for this before we started. Okay, thank you, sir. So please go ahead. You can share your screen. That way, it's easier, because I want us maybe going forward to be sharing. That way we will be the one. I'll just be saying, let's do this, let's do that. Your screen is not yet visible. Mr. Adebola, your hand is up. Good. I can see it. Good. Thank you. Awesome. So open the query you downloaded. That movie something. Okay. Oh, you did not. Oh, we are not going to use my SQL. We want to use Microsoft SQL so that we don't confuse class. Do you have Management Studio? SQL Server Management. You don't have it. This, yes, you have it. Okay, good. Thank you. No, no. Yes, that one. So this query, you can close it. The query, if you want to open it, right, the movie query, you can then use, where do you download it? Go to where you downloaded it. Then you can say you want to, or you might want, if you have opened it in Notebook, it's fine. If it is in Notebook, you have also opened it, it's fine. Don't worry. It's in notes something, right? Okay, let me just wait for you to, something has opened, so come and look at your screen. Oh. Then, okay, connect to this. But close the other one. Don't update now in the class. It will just take, then close this one. So click on new, okay. When you're done. Hold on. Do you want to, I just want to be sure. You have two open. Do you want to close one, or if you're fine, we'll proceed? Good. So let's go back. So the file that was shared to you, did you open it at Notebook? I can see that there's a notebook beside Power BI. Okay, right click on it. You can open with notes, using Notebook, we call it like a text. Oh. Right click. In front of open with, do you choose others? Choose other app, another app. Use notepad. Others, you don't have to do this if you have the right, if you have SQL Server and SSMS. Good. So Control A to highlight all. Like I want you to copy everything here. Have you copied? Like Control C, or just ensure you have copied. If you have copied, let's go to Management Studio. New query, issue new query. Look at directly under the word Windows or window, come to before Help tab. Yes, new query. Just wait for it. Paste it here. Control V to paste. Then scroll up. Good. So everyone, if you are following, show me the raise of hand. Because this is like we want to start now. That same thing that I share with everyone, that is it in this environment. So if you are following and you are practicalizing this, we are about to start. Reason why I'm asking. So this instruction will just create, can you see, create database. There is also a comment. There is a comment for everything. In order to create database, but this is not part of your work as a data analyst. So it's just a comment to let you know what each of these instructions will be doing. So don't worry. Highlight all, just to convert to highlight all. Then execute. Execute is directly under new query. Just wait for it. Good. Everyone, am I too fast? Are you fine? Like, are we fine? Because that thing that I share with you, this is what you're supposed to do first. I need response. Can I proceed? That is what it will mean. Oh.
Yes, we're fine.
Okay, good. This is me believing that you have executed this for everyone that is following. John, have you done this? Can I proceed? Because you requested for this. All right. Now, we have created this. All you have to do, you can refresh it. Come to, I was thinking that Debola is not new to this, but right now, yes, refresh. That refresh No. Okay, hold on. Come work with me. Work with me. Please don't. Your cursor is going to where I don't want it to go to. Bring where your cursor is, right? Can you see Object Explorer? Take it up a bit. Refresh. That's refresher. So refresh. No. Okay. I don't know. Right now, my mind is keeping kind of. It's fine. You'll see that there is database not far from where you after BAMS or is it BAM something. Click there. Click the plus. The plus. Can you see that that movie you don't have it before? It's now here because don't worry, don't click plus. You have given an instruction that says this should be created. What I share with us was just a script that will do the work. So you can click plus now. When you click the plus, you would also find out that there is click on table plus, the plus in front of table. So some tables have been created. So this script that you just executed has created director. Let me zoom this closer. Don't worry, it's not to use my screen. Actor and co. Now, with check and constraint. Sorry, I saw a message. Paul, are you trying to say something?
No, I mean the with check add constraint. What does it mean? I think I've used that check and add, but I don't know the work of this to be.
Anyways, you know that, of course, you know that we have constraints. Unique. Paul, are you there? Okay, you know what? Let's just take
Yes,
it one
yes,
at a
I
time.
know. Yes, I know we have constraint.
This will just, if I have to go through this one by one, you know that we are going to like alter the table, which is kind of alter the table call or alter that movie table and check constraints. FK, Paul, you know the meaning of that. Don't worry, let's come back to this. So Adebola, please, you can issue new query, or let's do it this way. Let's take it one by one. Right click on actor, that DBO actor. Can you see select top 1000 rows? Click on it. Good. So everyone, this is just a manual rule. What you have issued now, if you look at that select statement, it's just giving you the top 1000. It's possible this is more than that, but this is just display so that you can see everything inside or 1000 record from this. But I don't want us to do it this way, right? So close this query. Just click on the X for this particular query that I just opened. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's my internet or yours. Your code good is fine. So now click on new query. New query at the top. If you've done that, maybe you want to on your mic so that good. Now, then write.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm on
thank
my
you.
mic now.
Thank you. So that way. So everyone, I beg you to follow. Before we write or issue this query, before the word execute, can you see that there is a master in that box?
Yes.
Drop down, there is an arrow in front of it. This will show you what you have, right? You see that you are in master. Though what we want to query is movie, but don't click movie. Don't worry. Don't choose movie. Come back to where you want to type your query. Good. So I will just tell this guy to use movie. So issue the word use movie. Just type it. Don't worry. Use movie. Pick it. Execute this. Execute this. Can you see that movie is now the one that is in that place, not masters anymore, right?
Yes.
Good. But that one is just by the way, anyways. So enter so that you come to the next line. So we'll now take it back. So I want to see, so movie is the one that has all these tables. But I want to see the information that we have inside of actor. If I'm saying something that is not clear to you, please let me know. But I'm saying this in a simple way, in a layman way. Though there are many tables, but I only want to see what is inside, everything inside the table called, let's say, film. So select type, select star. You can go to star, shift 8. Now, don't execute. If I execute this, there will be an error. You say I should go and bring something. Where should I go and bring it? So you need to put from. Good. Full space. So meaning that this thing that you say, every record that you say you go and bring, where should I go? Though you can type or you can drag. You can drag film, dbo.film, or you can drag it from the listed tables. Copy there. Good. No, in front or from. Good. Good. Everyone, it's either you drag, or you write it. Select only this line. You don't need to say use movie again. You're already in movie. Select only this line and then execute. Meaning I light this line, then execute. Everyone, do you understand? Are we fine? Because the instruction we just gave is that show me everything from that table called movie. Press, let's go to the next line, like enter, so that we go to the next one. I need you to, you can copy that line, put it down, and say, I want to see what is in actor. You can just copy that same select and just change it to, instead of DBO movie, change it to actor. Or you can write it again if you want to type it again. Anyone is fine by me. No.
Sorry, mistake.
Or you can issue the query again by typing select. Good. Then from where?
Actor.
Correct. Please go ahead. Then only execute this line. This is just to let you know what is inside this, but we won't be going through this. Having showed this, time is already fast spent, right? So we'll now begin to do some things. So let's say that I want to, okay, select from director. You get this time around another line. Though there should always be a space separating one select instruction from another one, but it's fine. Do this for now. By the time we start around. So select only this one. Okay, I like this. Thank you. Separate this. Execute only this one. This will show you what is in. Good. You can select the three together. It will still show you three tables. I like the three and execute the three together. Do you understand? You have to scroll to see the other ones. You can see that it has already, you get the point. So it's not that we can't see it at once, but we are not really bothered about that. So I like only director and let us see director. Execute only director. Thank you. All right. I just want to make it open. If you look at this director, there is director ID that identifies the director. There is the name of the director, there is a family name, there is full name of the director, and there is when they were given birth to, and there is gender. Now, if I only want to see, so I'll be throwing it open based on my slide. So I'll need someone that will raise his or her hand and say, don't worry, just try. This session is supposed to be interactive. So I do not want to see, okay, scroll down on this table side. To your right, from this, correct. Scroll down, just drag it. You see that, go ahead. I thought you were scrolling, yes. Go ahead, don't worry, just like drag it down. Okay, don't worry, go back up. Let me give you a small instruction first. Drag it up. So here, just say select full name. I want to now be picking columns instead of the entire full name. Sorry, first name, apologies. I'm looking at the table. It's first name, not full name. First name, first name.
Mhm.
You can look at the table the way it is written. It's
Okay.
fine, put comma. So if you write it anyhow, as long as it is still first name, you will see it because it will mention where it's coming from. First name. There's a delay if you don't, comma. Now I want to select some columns. I will increase the pace because I'm looking at the time also. I also need full name. Full name is also here. So if you type that, comma, gender. If you have typed gender, let me know. Then issue
After
from,
this. What do you say?
from where do I want to bring this? From, type
Director.
from. Don't drag it down, just type director, it will show. Don't worry. Just type director, director. If you have done that, execute. You have to select this and execute. If you have done that, let us know. There is no delay.
I've done it.
Good. So now we have these three columns because that's the instruction. So now I want someone to instruct Adebola. I actually do not want to see all the director, or let's say all their names. Okay, let me say it this way. I want to be able to see first name. I want to also see full name, but only for female. Before we issue this, look at the bottom right. 487 transaction or record is what we have. 487 rows. So I need someone that will instruct Adebola to only give us female staff. How will he write this instruction? I've shown all of this on the slide. Please come to the next line. If you want to do this, show with the raise of hand. I still need, but don't type it yet. I need someone to tell you. John want to give it. Oh, I see Fumi's 2006. John, I'll come back to you. You didn't raise your hand. I saw Fumi's hand, but you on your mic. Fumi, please go ahead. Fumi 2006. John will do the second one. Fumi, you can on your mic.
Okay, sir. Let me try. Okay. So you want to see first name, full name, and gender, but only female.
Correct.
Okay. Select first name,
Full name.
full name, first name, comma, full name,
Okay.
comma, gender,
Okay.
Adebola, your gender is looking somehow. Or is it
your
only
gender,
me?
you didn't type
Okay.
it well.
No, you have typed it. I think there was
It's
a
fine
delay.
now.
From director, where
I like that.
gender is equal to female.
You are not done. You have to tell them. I'm sorry.
Gender is equal to female.
Adebola, you shouldn't have typed it this way. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. For me, is this correct? Is this what you want him to type?
Well, the inverted columns, I'm not sure if you're supposed to put it in inverted columns, but this is what I want. This is what I had in mind.
I like that. Thank you so much. No, Adebola, don't do that. So, for me, you are right. In SQL, it is one quote because you are saying that, you know that this female is not the header of a column. If you are mentioning the header of the column, you will not put it in inverted comma.
Okay.
But since this female is not the header, is a text inside, you are only saying go and check gender and let me see female. Because you have issued the word female as a text, you must put it in quotation. So execute this, please.
Quotation.
Let's see it, then we'll clap for you. If this is okay. How many records do we have? How many female do we have as directors?
15.
Fumi, you are not,
15.
you are the one. Huh? She didn't answer.
Okay, you're asking me.
Yes.
Okay, how many females do we have? I can't see the total females
Look
from
at the
here.
bottom right.
I can see 11.
It's 15.
15.
Okay, no problem.
Bottom right.
Don't worry.
Okay.
People are already clapping for you because you have done the right thing. Thank
All
you so
right,
much.
sir. Thank you,
Good.
sir.
If I want to see, because I just want us to interact with the database. It's not that I put anything down here. No. So I'll be looking at the slide so you get it. So we have touched a filter by issuing where. Just don't worry, I'm looking at the time since I'm not using my screen, but you still need to be monitoring me, please. So we've issued select, of course, which is basic. We have issued where to filter. This one is too cheap. Good. Now let me ask this question so that it won't be like I'm partial. I'll then ask who want to answer it. So, okay, in order to help you, let's do this first. Come to the next line. Select okay, let me do it this way. It's fine. Select gender. Select gender from director. Because we have super user here, so and I don't want them to answer it. Run set and execute this. Execute this one. Then I need the class to react to this. Let me ask, how many gender do we have? I will ask it that way intentionally. I'm waiting for you to respond. How many genders do we have?
487.
487. Are you sure that that's
We
John?
have two genders now. We have two genders.
Are you
Male and
sure?
female. Yeah, male and female.
You cannot
Yeah,
conclude.
male and female, just two gender.
Are
We
you
have two
sure?
genders, male and female.
Are you sure? We'll confirm.
Yeah.
How did you know? John, that's to you.
Well,
Well, the data analysis is not still well. Please, instead of this, right? Let's say we want to.
okay.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay,
Tell
I
me.
think we
Since
have
you said okay.
we have more than because I can see transgender on that one as well. So that means we have more than. So
And
like
so if you
we
have more
three
than,
genders. We have three genders.
so now it's because you scroll. You are not supposed to do that.
No, I didn't scroll. I didn't
Okay,
scroll. I
good.
didn't have the mouse.
No problems. Now, John, maybe you can answer this then, or you can phone a friend. Do you think if they ask you now in the office, how many gender do we have in this organization? Do you think that this query is correct? This query that we just ran that says select gender from director, do you think it's correct? This is to you, John.
Yes, I think it's correct.
Are you sure? That
Yeah.
they will say, how many gender do we have? Now say we have 487 genders.
No, we have three genders as far as this table
But
is
the
concerned.
record, look at the bottom right. Soon I will answer. I'll
Yeah,
call
the
you.
record
Look at the
says
bottom right.
487.
Do you
So the
think
total gender we have is 487.
that would be wrong? That's the point. So Fumi, your hand was up. John, you will see it now. You will be the one that answer. Fumi, go ahead.
Yes. Yes, I
Tell me.
wanted to say that the query is not correct. I think, okay, I don't know if I should say the answer that I'm thinking of.
Say it.
I think we have to use group by gender to get the number of genders that we have.
So if you are going to use group by, we can't just issue group by alone. You know what? Don't worry. It's fine. It's part of learning. So for me, go ahead. Should we continue? Don't worry. SQL cannot crash. It will just tell you if there are errors. So for me, where should we put group by? It's part of it. That's how to learn this thing.
Okay, select gender from director, then group by gender.
Please go ahead.
I don't know if that will work.
No. There is no. Don't worry. You are fine. Let's see it. If there is something, SQL will tell us that this thing that I have issued, there is an error somewhere because of something. So can we celebrate our first?
Yeah.
So how come you are already a super user now? I don't know when you say you are
No,
not.
I'm telling you, it's just now that the thing is I'm just understanding you. Before, it has always been so difficult for me.
Oh my God, I'm happy. So they are just bringing it, right? The spirit is bringing it now.
Yes, sir.
So, John,
Yeah.
does this answer your line manager's question?
Yes.
Do you understand? Is it difficult? Is it difficult?
It's not difficult, but because I don't know there is anything called group by before, so
We talk about it in the slide. So it's fine. We talk about it in the slide. So what if, I beg everyone to actually go. So what if you want to now know how many male, how many female, and how many transgender? What do you think we need to do to alter? Like, we just need to alter this statement. You know what? Copy this statement down.
Yes,
Yes.
Sajid, we've done an hour already, so just wanted to remind you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. So what do we need to alter so that we can see in front of each of these gender, we now know if it is 20 female or 1,000 male or something. What do you think we need to do? Anyone on this call can answer. I just want it to be interactive. That way, you can see now Fumi has already done or solved two things unknowingly, according to her.
I think
Ghanaians, you are here. Yes, John, go ahead.
select gender from director group by where
What we already have, we just need something to come in front of it that will tell us in numbers. If you want to know how many male, how many female, how many of the gender, what normally will you do in a layman? John, if you have many people standing and you want to know how many of this, how many of that, how many of that, what do you do?
yeah, we need to count.
Good. And so that is what you need to do. So John, you have said it, but you need to do it. Hey, do you want to on your mic? Since you said count. You're even asking. I thought you even.
Sir, I'm here, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yes, Ghana, do you want to help us solve this?
Oh, I'm just following.
Okay. Fumi's hand is up again. I think Adebola, we need to give Fumi hands. So Fumi, please go ahead. Let's see. Maybe the spirit has brought it. Tell us.
I don't know but I don't think what I'm thinking of will work. I wanted to say we should use some, but I don't know if there's a count query. I don't know.
There is.
I didn't join
Now
from the
that you've
beginning
asked,
of the
there is.
class.
You know, you cannot sum Obi
Okay.
plus Taiwo. You can't sum them.
Yes. That
So,
one
but
is
there
for
is.
numbers.
So
Okay.
there is. So how will you now use
Okay.
it?
I didn't join from the beginning, so that counts. I
We
didn't
just
know
started.
how
You
you
joined from
guys.
the beginning. Okay, so but instead of count, I mean instead of sum, we now use count. But what are we counting?
The gender.
We are
Exactly. So
counting
oh yeah
gender.
now. So then it's just a clear, you get the point. You need to see gender and also the count of gender. By saying what I've just said now, I've said it.
Group by gender, count gender.
You can't use that group where it is now, where group by is fine. But this thing has to come somewhere.
Okay, I think I can give it a try.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Joseph, please
Select
be noting the people that will win award. Yes, go ahead.
Right.
select
Gender
Okay.
need to come first. So where gender is, where
yes,
select gender is fine.
select count gender.
I want, okay, good. Let me know. Go ahead, yeah, fine. Count is the function,
Okay,
so open brackets.
it's already giving error.
Don't worry. It's
Okay,
open brackets.
open bracket.
I should open brackets.
Okay,
It's a
yes.
function, yes.
Open brackets, yes. It's a function. Select count gender from director, group by
Gender.
gender.
No problem.
Yes.
Execute this first, but don't go. Execute this. For me, do you understand? That's why I'm saying that something you just need to, this is not giving you the number, not the, you get, that's why I'm saying that where the thing is not where it's supposed to be. There is still one more thing that should come in. You have done it, meaning that you have done it, you just need to know where something needs to, and you can see that this one does not also have header.
Yes, it doesn't have header.
But you have tried.
It doesn't have header.
I put gender before count. Leave it the way it is for now. But for me, don't go. Put gender before count and put comma first. Put comma after.
Okay.
Then, hold on. Okay, execute this one. Execute this.
Wow.
Okay.
But this no column name. Can someone fix that? Because it gave you the gender. But when you now say count, you need to give, because you have used
Count
something.
gender as count gender as
maybe number of staff.
I can use any
yes,
name, right?
Total number of gender.
Count gender as
okay, someone said total number.
Total number.
Or total staff. Yeah, go ahead, type it first.
Okay. Total staff.
Okay, good. So let's execute this. Can we celebrate everyone that have done something? Let's celebrate them. So the question will now be, is it difficult? Normally, this class is supposed to be advanced class, but I think we need to do, so that means we are going to, and I want to commit to that, we'll have to do maybe 2 more classes. Please, Joseph, note, I need help on that. But we still have fabrics to do. Okay, Ali, this is making sense, right? Good. Now, let's say I need you to run select staff from director. See it, you can just copy it or execute it from there. Select staff from DBA director. No. The entire select star, correct. Thank you. Okay, thank you. This shows us all the directors. Now, you can copy that down. John, do you have a question? Copy that down and also select star from studio. Copy that down. Then another line, select star from studio. select start from studio. And you can edit this. Then it will now be from studio. Execute only this one.
Done.
So these are the studios. You know, this is talking about movie. So these are the studios where we have all those movies were produced. Now, this is holding the studio, but let's execute the one that has movie.
Movie.
So let's start from movie or from film, sorry.
Okay.
So let's start from film. Because if you have to do everything, of course, just know that 6 hours you are not done.
Done.
Good. Now, you would see that here we see the title, release date, director's ID, the studio ID, not the studio name. Director's ID, not the director's name. Scroll to your right. You see country ID, the country where the movie is produced, the language they use, the genre, is it for people under 12 or something? How long in terms of minutes? How many minutes is the movie? Certificate. Budget dollar, meaning that how much did we spend? Box office dollar, how much did we realize? Revenue. Then Oscar nomination and Oscar wins and so on. But the point here is, okay, let's even say we want to see the movie. We want to see movie budget, movie, that's title of this film, then budget dollar and box office dollar. Please only select these ones. Select, like, run a query.
This one.
No, come down. No. We want to issue another query that will only select all these columns.
Okay.
Movie, is that title? Select title.
Hold on.
You can scroll up. Oh, good. So
Okay.
select title. We need title. We need box office or budget dollar something. You might want to, you can scroll to your right now in a way. Good, so that you can see it. Good. Thank you. We need budget dollar and we need box office dollar. When you are done, of course, these are the 3 columns we need. Title. No, I want budget to come before box office. Budget is the expense.
Okay.
Box office is what we realize. From mention it and execute when you are done. No, since you good, you are fine. I thought you put comma, but you have removed it. Where is this coming from? Good.
From film.
Execute. Good. Now, I need someone to try this. If this is how much we budget for Jurassic Park, and this is how much we realize, I need another column that will show profit, which is difference between this and that. From, click before from, press enter, so that from will come to the next line. Good. That means that you need to put comma after budget office and box office dollar. So who is going to try this? We have, this is how much we spend. This is how much we realize. So let's say I budgeted $5 and I realize $10. What is my profit? That is what I want us to do. So who is trying this? What we need is, of course, this is simple mathematics. In the same expression, the same way. we have box office dollar and we have budget dollar, box office dollar. So who is trying this? This is simple. This is just saying three. No, just like when I need you to answer, I'll call you. You will not answer this one. I'm waiting. People that
We'll
are
use the where
Calista.
clause.
Hold on,
We'll
Calista.
use the
Look at
where
it again.
clause.
Hold on. Calista, you are the one talking, right? Hold on. Look at the table first. We have the title of the movie and we have budget dollar. Budget dollar is like cost. Box office dollar is like revenue or something like that.
Yes.
And so
After
we need,
after the from
we now need the difference between budget dollar. By saying this now effective, we need the difference between budget dollar and box office dollar. Calista, come back, don't worry. Do you understand?
I'm still here. Yes.
Oh, Molara, I'll call you
after
shortly. Calista, go ahead.
After the where clause, after the from film, we are going to do where budget dollar minus box office dollar.
You are fine, but we are not filtering. Where is to bring is to filter from the entire record. Only let me see out of 100 people, only let me see yellow people. That means that I'm filtering. But yeah, we are not filtering. We want to add or want to add something, right? Don't use
It
weird.
should be
You have
some
said this.
brackets. It should be some. It should be some
say-
brackets, budget dollar minus box office dollar. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I like that. But let's write the sum first. No, don't write the sum. Don't say profit. There is no profit. It's not existing yet. Calista, you still say what you say. After this comma, remove where from the statement you said.
Some.
No, don't say some.
Yes, I'm not using.
Just remove and don't say some. Just mention the two columns you mentioned first. Go ahead. Or you want us to put some. So Adebola, please go ahead with some. It's fine.
It is budget dollar minus box office
Do you want
dollar.
do you want him to add some, or you want to express it that way first?
Let's express it this way first.
Good. So Adebola, please go ahead. Budget dollar minus box office dollar. But you're not done, Calista, because you can't. No, okay, you're copying this one. Minus sign. Hold on. Calista, are you done like this? Should we execute this first? I think we should do.
We'll say as.
Good.
Yes, execute.
Let's go. As what?
As.
Just profit, right?
As profit, yes.
Okay. Thank you. Let's put profit. Let's see what this will give us first. Do we understand? Calista.
Yes, I'm here.
Don't just say yeah. Like, have we solved it?
Not really, because some of them is having a minus sign in front of it. And I don't
Yes.
think it's supposed to be.
If I budget 5 naira for a movie and at the end of it I spend 20 naira.
Okay. Some of them are the budget is lower than some. Yes, okay, it's correct. For some of them,
Look at Evans Almighty.
Evans Almighty is correct. So
Everything is correct.
But really, budget dollar, box office dollar. Okay, I think I need to ask you. Budget dollar will be that's budget. Box office is what we realize. I think I'm correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
yes, sir.
So if we have this, don't worry, I'll give you a question that is strong. I don't want to give you all these small questions. Let's do something. I'm trying to see what I can quickly do because the time is almost here. So I'll just issue one. Okay, so work with me on this. Another query, issue another query. Select studio ID. Because I'm looking at the time right now and I don't want to put us. Yes, studio ID. Comma. Count. Title. Count. Count is the function, so you must open bracket. Title. As number of movies. That number of you can put square brackets. Put square bracket before square bracket. Then include number of movies. If you the way you write it, that's how you come up, but it's fine. Then comma. Just know that if you write it in uppercase, it's going to answer you that way. Because if this is looking at uppercase and the other studio is in lowercase, it don't look proper. It don't look okay. Number of movies, comma. Oh, hold on, let me ask the class. Class, can we continue because the time that we even assigned? Should we do 30 minutes more? I just need responses to be sure because to me, you have not done anything.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because that's why I'm now rushing to write a long stuff. Comma, okay, good. Then sum, put issue sum now. Oscar nomination. No, sum is also a function. So anytime you issue count, sum, max, something, they must have an open bracket. Good. Close the bracket for Oscar nomination. Good. As you know, because we are summing that column, now we must always give it a name. As what name should I call this now? Oscar win, right? Total Oscar win. Let's call it Oscar win. Total Oscar win is fine. In square bracket. In square bracket. If you are not going to put space, it's always best to put it in square bracket.
Okay.
Total Oscar win.
Okay.
You know, we are summing Oscar. Oh, total Oscar nomination, right? Total Oscar nomination is fine because this is nomination. Comma. Let also sum Oscar win.
Oscar win.
Yes, Oscar wins. I think that's the column. But if you always wrong, we always check as total Oscar wins. Or total Oscar win.
Done, sir.
Okay. This statement, do we understand it first? Before I add more to it. Do we understand it? Meaning that if you understand, you can just quickly explain it. Please go ahead and explain it.
From
No, don't issue from yet. I want someone to just understand. If they understand this, then. Okay, please put
Okay,
from.
it's
I was
simply
thinking.
saying,
Go ahead, yes.
okay,
Kalista,
it's
go
simply
ahead.
saying,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, it's saying that we should bring studio ID and we are going to count all the titles in that studio ID and we are aliasing it as number of movies. While we are also summing the same Oscar nomination. That's we are going to see the same Oscar nomination while we are still aliasing it as total Oscar nomination, and we are doing the same thing. That's we are showing the Oscar wins, and we are also aliasing it as total Oscar wins. That's it's going to show as total Oscar wins. when we
Correct.
bring all of them out from the studio ID.
Good. My question to everyone, now that he has added from, do you think this instruction is fully correct? What you have said is correct. But if we stop at from movie, do you think is fully correct? Anyone can answer. Anyone can answer. And if it's not totally correct, what do we need to add? Or should we execute this so that we see if there is error, right?
I think group by.
Who said it, man? Be bold,
I
don't
think
worry.
since you're using like an aggregate, so what are you?
I don't know who is talking, don't mind me.
Clara. Like my
Thank
name
you,
is
ma.
Clara.
Okay, good. But
So
execute this. Let people see. Thank you so much, ma. Execute this. So look at it. It's already telling you, look at the error. Look at the last one. It's saying that because you have used something to aggregate, something. So, sir, don't worry, just go ahead. Madam Laraya, take over from here. Tell him what to do.
So from film, okay, group by title.
No, you can still go with that line since you didn't break it from the top. Continue from movie and group by
Title.
normally. In reality, I'll break everything, but just okay.
Oscar nominations.
Oh, I should continue.
Yes.
Yes.
Comma Oscar nominations and comma Oscar wins. I think so.
That's it.
So if we group by title, what will happen now? Hold on. You know what? It's fine. Remove, just cut Oscar nomination and Oscar win and leave only title. But you come back and do this. Just Ctrl X to cut it. Execute this. Done, right?
Done.
Good. Continue. That means come and paste it. So Lara, please go ahead now.
Oh.
Oscar nominations. Oscar wins.
Is that all?
Not all.
Yes, but yeah. So what are we looking for exactly?
No, from this, we want to be able to see each studio, right? Based on, that means that, so anyways, we want to actually not, since you say title, I just want to, if you select a studio, we want to see how many movies have been produced by a studio, right? That's why you say title as number of movies. And each movie should also let us know what they have. You get the point. Do you understand now? How many nominations? So do you think title is what we should group by?
Okay, I think no. Group by
So let's put studio ID.
okay,
You
yes.
can remove, you copy,
Title.
but remove every other thing except studio ID. You get the point. Paste studio ID. When you paste it, don't run it yet. So I want everyone to then look at it. No, don't run it yet. There is a delay.
Okay.
If you look at the studio ID, meaning that we don't have the name of the studio key in movie table. You know the table we are getting something from is movie. So the movie table does not have the name of the studio. It is in studio table that we have the name of the studio. But we want to use the studio ID in front of each of the studio in this studio
how many movies have they produced? How many, so you will count, you will not show the name of the movie, you will count number of movie produced. Then you will also let us know if the studio has been nominated, by how many nominations did they get? How many Oscar do we understand? Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So do we think this is correct? Execute it first. Do we understand that? Does it make sense?
Yes, sir. Can I add studio? Let me add studio here.
If you add studio, go ahead, add studio, sir. If you say studio, hold on, before you add studio, execute, select statement, select all from studio first at the top and see what is coming from studio.
Okay.
Then also execute, select all from film. So that you see the table called film.
Okay.
So that before you then add studio, you know that.
Okay, there's no studio in.
Exactly. There is no name of the studio, but the ID
is there.
of the studio. That's where John will come in shortly. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So that's why studio is already
Yes.
under. So execute this first. Again, yes. Correct. Because if you now want to know the name of the studio, we need to join.
Join, yes.
That means we need to establish relationship so that we can. So by that time we establish relationship, we would not need the name of the studio ID. We only need the name of the studio.
No, the studio, yes.
So I will leave it this way. I will leave it to someone. Since you need everything there is actually from film, but we now need the name of the studio so that we can, instead of management is acting and I say they said and I say studio 261. Then I say what is studio 261? That's not what they need. They need the name of the studio. So we will complete this so that we can have the studio name shows.
Let me try.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Okay, I think I'll do studio ID.
Hold on, where are you typing something? Okay, you want to put it, it's fine. Go ahead, because there is this delay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Studio ID counts. Join.
Mm-hmm.
Film dot no join film.
Mm-hmm. Studio ID from film. Mm-hmm. No, you are
Studio ID.
no, you have no. You already you did it the right way. I saw film dot studio ID, right?
Yes.
That was what I saw before. Yes. Yeah, you need to mention the name of the table.
Yeah, from film.
But remember, it's studio ID. You know you are joining.
Yes, sir.
Good. Because if you remember that slide where we say customer and order, everything was coming from customer. When I say join on order, meaning join order table to customer on the column they have in common, like on what they have. There is the deal. I don't know if you have typed, but you want to tell us. I don't know if it is
join on.
Okay, go ahead. There was a delay for me.
Okay, sorry. Join on film.
You have to mention on will not come first.
Okay, sorry. Join.
What table are you joining into?
Studio.
Exactly. How come I'm saying? Don't worry, just continue. But from my end, someone could respond, okay, I just saw studio now. You can actually, instead of type, you can actually go and drag studio table, DBO studio. If you want to do it that way, it's still fine.
Yeah, studio.
Internet is not making this friendly. I need someone in the class to respond. I'm still saying join studio. Okay.
On film.studio
Okay.
ID. I see my screen.
Yes, I see join studio
Yes,
dot
but
studio ID on film dot studio ID. Is that what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the point is that you are going to mention the name of the stuff first, right? You now say on film dot, meaning where film ID is equal to studio ID. From your hand is up. Okay, maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe they delete from my. I think you are fine. I think you are fine. They're equals to. For me, I see your hand. Please go ahead. Adebola, if you have added equal to, let me also know. For me, go
Where
ahead,
am I
please.
adding, where am I adding equal to? Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen. You still need,
Okay.
you know what you know that film studio ID is what is common to film table and studio table, right?
Yes, sir.
And so that is where you now say where this is equal to that, put equals to now. Then studio dot studio ID. This studio ID that you put here is not needed. It's studio database that you, okay, so from your join, right?
Yes.
From your join, you only need to mention DBO studio. Do you understand?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You can just go and drag. Okay, you're
Okay,
fine.
studio, just studio. Oh, sorry.
Exactly. So meaning that you are saying join film table to studio table, where meaning on what they have in common, which will now be film dot studio ID equals to studios dot studio
Equals to
ID.
studio dot
Okay.
studio ID.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you are done, there shouldn't be any red line.
Join studio on film. Let's go to the ID.
Don't worry. If you have done the right thing, execute first.
I don't think I've done the right thing.
If you have done the right thing, just highlight and execute first.
No, there's an error.
Incorrect syntax net join.
Or the group by should be after the join.
Oh my God. Please go again.
What did you say?
Copy this. Cut your join.
Okay.
Cut your or cut group by down.
Okay.
Then bring group back down.
Yes.
What are you grouping by now? You don't have it. It's showing red. You know why?
Studio name. Or studio. Okay. Group by studio.
Hold on. If you group by studio, did you mention studio?
No.
In what you are selecting?
Okay, no. Sorry.
Okay. You know what we are trying to do? Before we are able to see the ID, we don't want to, it's not the ID we want to group by. We want to group by the studio name. And if this is, you know what, go and run select start from studio again.
You
please.
just have to add the studio name in the select function.
Execute this so that you see, no, not film, studio. Execute this.
Studio. Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir. There's a column that's studio in studio.
Yes. So if you pick studio, so we do, you must, hold on. Okay, in fact, you know what? Run this, it's fine. Since you want run this, execute it, it's fine. If you look at what you are selecting, if you are going to group by anything, that thing must be part of your selection. Let me know if you understand.
Okay, sir. Okay. So that will group by studio ID.
Don't you, it's the same thing, sir. Okay, so please, instead of selecting studio ID from your select statement, we don't need studio ID again. Or if you still need studio ID, it's fine. But studio must be part of your selection at the top.
Okay.
Maybe you want studio to come before studio ID, it's still fine. And my point is, run this, execute this.
I think it's fine.
Do you understand now?
Okay, sir.
Don't worry, it's part of it. It's part of it. Because you have been mentioning what you cannot use something to group when you have not when it's not part of your selection. So I hope you are fine. So what we are now having, instead of the ID of the group, we are having the name of the group. So this is how to join. Your record will still not change. The only thing that we do not have that we have added to this is the name of the studio. So the person that was also having issues with join the other time, I hope this is clear now.
Join studio. Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, we are not done because I want to write long. I will now explain. Should you can copy this? No, don't have it. Just copy this down. You can copy this down. Copy this then down.
Everything.
Yes, it's fine. I'll just alter it. I'm thinking right now. Don't mind. So select the IDs. Okay, let's do. I think I'll come back to this. Just one space down. Let's issue another one. Let's issue another one. So select studio ID, comma some. There will be an error in what we want to do, but that's why I also want to issue this now so that we don't have an error looking at the time. Or let me do this, and I want the super users to now react to it because it's part of learning. So some budget dollar. Normally I should put something, but I wouldn't. Budget dollar as cost. As cost, comma. Some box office dollar as revenue. All right. Then you now say, because you want profit also, you now say the sum of budget dollar minus the sum of box office dollar will give us profit. Comma, as part of your selection, you get. So you can just copy this. What we are doing right is because you can't use cost for now because you have not declared. If you use cost or revenue minus cost, it won't. Please copy the sum of budget dollar. My copy, then go and paste it. so that you can say the sum of this minus the sum of that. You get the point. Then minus the sum of box office dollar. There's still,
Okay.
I'm experiencing the as what?
Profit.
As profit. And it is coming from film. But when you type that, don't run it. Though I will still want you to run, but don't run it yet. Our elders in the house. Or everyone look at this, don't worry. Does this make sense? Everyone, please, I need a reaction because I want to write a long stuff and I want you to understand this. Okay, I see thumbs up from
Yeah.
OA.
Yeah.
Okay. Execute this. Execute this. Joseph, you wanted to say something? Hold on.
Yeah, so I think what is missing from that is goodbye.
Of course, yes. Everybody is missing. What else? Because Adebola, when you are also typing, we just finished goodbye. You understand that if you use aggregate, we need to get used to this thing. You know that we use some. If you use anything like max, min, count,
You said you wanted an error, so that's why I didn't type.
I'm not even done. Anyways, it's not even this group by it thing. It's something that is missing, but it's fine. So put your group by. When you put your group by, that's fine. Group by studio ID. You already know. Normally, I should, from what you have written, good, studio ID, pick it. Run this first. And I want people to react. If I want this to be to respond like money, so that would be my question to the super user. I want this thing to respond like money. So let people not think that this is responding as money yet. I want like in decimal places. So what do I need to do? So Adebola, let me just add it into your selection. So I need to put a function called, so click in front of your first sum, the sum of budget something. Open, no, in front of sum, not before the word sum.
Okay.
Or maybe after the open bracket. Anyone is fine. So write COL after the open bracket, before budget. COAL, as the writing is a function, colis, it will show. Anyways, continue to write. COALESCE, colis. No, L for lion, S for, yes, like SCE. There's no A. You must open brackets. So when you open brackets, yes. So when you open brackets, you have not open bracket. Before B now. No, open, not close.
Okay.
Good. I just saw it. Now, you would also then, after budget dollars, put comma 0, before the close bracket too. Comma 0, and then close the bracket. You know you have used issue two functions. For every corresponding open bracket, there must be a corresponding. So do the same for everywhere you've done some. Maybe you can just, yes, go ahead.
So everyone, because of time, of course, you need to read on this. Mhm. When you are done, before as profit, I need to then put so come out before as profit and put as as decimal. Decimal is also a function. No, we have to write it together. Open bracket. I can put okay, I can just take care of in case there are trillions. Just put 18, comma 2, comma 2, and then close the bracket for this and close the bracket for colis.
I've closed bracket for
The reason why
calling.
there is another line is because I have not closed. No, close the brackets here. After 2, another, it will be 2 brackets I have to close, don't worry. Then you have to go back to, this expression as revenue. Before sum,
Yes.
typecast. I just wanted you to do all of these things before I put this. Cast is also a cast. Then open it, you must open it good. So when you do this, there won't be any error again.
Yes.
All right. There's a delay from my end, but there's no underline, there's no any red line, abi?
No more red line.
Okay. Execute it. There shouldn't be any error.
No error.
All right. Okay, let's do one more so that we can end the class. When you are done with this script, you can help me share it with people on the group.
Done.
Let's create, I just want to create a view. I want to try to create a view. That's the last thing I think I promised us. Type create view. Just type create view. Then call it film details. Like create film details. This is an instruction, but the name of what you want to create, film details. Your F can be in proper case so that it doesn't not get film details. Then say as. You can write it together if you are going to do correct. So in that place, just open bracket after as. Everything we want to create as view is what you now issue. Open bracket. Now, maybe press enter, come to the next line. It all depends. So, or you can write select from there. Anyone, select is fine. Type select. Type select, please.
Done. I've typed select.
Have you typed select?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'll just continue. Select film.film ID. Select film.film ID, like you are getting film from film ID.
Yes.
Yeah, just write it that way, film.film ID. Normally I will still use alias, but it's fine. If you have done that, film.film ID, comma, film.title, comma, studio.studio. If you have done it, just be responding. There is the delay.
I've done. Studio.studio.
So, okay, studio.studio, then comma, certificate, so dot certificate. I'll mention it again, don't worry. Select film.film ID, film.title, right?
then studio dot, I'm just trying to use in my head, studio dot studio, right? Then
Yes, sir.
certificate dot certificates.
Okay.
Everything should be having comma. Then film dot Oscar nominations. That film we will change it to F shortly. Film dot Oscar nomination. What
Done.
else now? Film dot Oscar win. Film dot box office. I want to create a view that you use in Power BI later. You've done film dot Oscar win, right?
Yes, sir.
Film dot office box office dollar.
Done.
Film. Okay, let's do it this way. Let me know. I think I mentioned film dot Oscar wins, comma,
Yes.
film dot office box office dollar, then film dot budget dollar, right? Did I mention that?
No, sir.
Please do that after film dot box office dollar. After film dot box office dollar, let's have film dot budget dollars.
Dollars. Okay. I've done that.
After that, comma, you will now say it's like the difference between a dollar and okay, just do film dot box office dollars minus film dot budget dollars as profit. Do you understand? I'll take that again. After you have mentioned film dot budget dollars, put comma,
Okay.
and then say film dot box office dollars minus film dot budget dollars as profit. Well, once you are done with that, let me know.
Done.
Okay, so from DBO film, is it done?
From DBO film.
You can drag, yes, you can drag. I don't know, your screen is still, so
Done,
if
sir.
you drag from, okay, so now say as in front of film dot, sorry, in front of film dot, DBO dot film, right?
Yes,
Say
sir.
as F, meaning that I want to give, anywhere there is film, I'll be using F. Do you understand?
Okay.
What I'm seeing now is I see from DBO dot film.
As
That's
F.
what I'm saying. I respond.
I've typed
Okay, if
as
you have
F.
done as F, so everywhere you go back, we are not done though. Go back everywhere you have mentioned film dot instead of film, be using F. Do you understand?
Let's change from film to F.
Okay, let me say it again because of the delay.
Yes, every place
You know,
where there
from
is
this,
a film, you
go ahead, say it.
Okay.
it
Say it
means
to me.
everywhere there is film. Since we have alias the film as F, instead of typing film dot, once you type F, it's going to recognize it as film. So everywhere there
Alright.
is film, you present it as F.
Okay.
I hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
So if you are done, everywhere there is occurrence of film, just put F.
Yes, and sorry, Mr. Jide, just to maybe add a little to that.
Yes, go ahead.
Creating views automatically, the system creates some views for you using the DBO. So to easily recognize your view, it's also nice sometimes to create a schema dedicated to only your view for that particular project. So when you see that schema, you can easily pick it out from the rest of it.
Adebola, I hope you understand. Don't worry, he has said the right thing. You get the point. Adebola, you are not talking. Don't worry, don't be confused. Just go with this. Don't
What is
worry,
it?
don't worry.
Okay. Okay.
Are you fine? Every occurrence of F, is it done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if it's done, you now say join. Next line after thank you. I can see that one. Join drag DBO studio. Drag DBO studio.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
If you have done it,
Done.
as S. You get. That means that anywhere you have mentioned studio,
Done.
good. On F dot studio ID equal to S dot studio ID. When you are done, let me know.
Done.
Come to the next line when you are done. Type another join. Because if you look at the statement, we are bringing something from film. We are bringing something from studio. We are bringing something from certificate. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Good. Then you already know what to do. Good. You know what to do now. As
Yes.
C.
As C.
On
On
F dot certificate ID.
we go to C dot certificate ID. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me know, everyone. Then
So
change
I need to change this certificate
of course
to
now.
C. Okay.
Yes. So before we create view, you know there is no underline any red anyway in the select statement. Don't worry about the view at the top.
Okay.
Don't worry about that because we just don't worry. So I need you to do something before we create a view because we need to close the bracket, but don't close it yet. So from select to the last thing, execute it. From select dot F something down, execute it.
Error.
Good.
Error.
Yes. Why do we have error?
I think the certificates. I know it is highlighted in blue.
No, it's not about phones available.
Okay.
So you might want to look at it. I hope you have not made mistake in all of this. What is the error saying?
Conversion failed when converting the n variable character value universal pictures to data type integer.
Let's stress it. I hope the calculations film ID Oscar win. That's Oscar nominations. Let me see. Oscar nominations. Oscar wins. Just let me trace. Just be going through that. Film ID, right? That's correct, right? Film title.
Yes, correct.
Studio.
Yes.
Certificate.
Yes.
How there's comma after each of this?
Yes, sir.
Oscar nomination.
Yes, sir.
Is coming from film.
Yes.
Oscar win is coming from film.
Yes.
Box office dollar.
Coming from film.
It's coming from film, comma.
Yes.
Budget is also coming from. After that, did you put comma?
Yes.
Film box office dollar.
Minus.
Right?
Yes.
Film budget dollar as profit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then from film as F,
from
join on studio as S.
S on film.studio
Conversion fail.
Okay, sorry. I've seen the mistake.
Where? Let me see.
Studio
because
ID.
There is a delay. Oh.
I didn't write studio ID. I wrote just studio.
Okay.
Let me run it again.
The studio ID should not have space.
It doesn't have space. Okay.
Is it okay now?
Is that okay now, sir?
Okay. So So this is what we now need in Power BI to create a report. You get the point. But because we do not, it's better we do a view. So that if Joseph is what I'm reporting to, if Joseph now say, we need X, Y, Z, I don't need to come and alter this. I only need to manage my view. Now, you can now run everything from create view. Hold on, don't run it yet. Close the bracket, because after as there's an open bracket, you must also close the bracket after correct. So if you have closed the bracket, then run select everything and execute. If you have done that, let me know.
Still showing red though.
Don't worry, it will show red because it's a view.
Command completed
Successful.
successfully.
It's
Yes.
fine. Now refresh just come to where you always refresh after connect. Correct. Then the reason why I'm saying it that for some people they will see it immediately, but for some, so that you don't come and expand your view. You should see, can you see now? DBO, right click on it. Right click, you see design. Go to design.
Okay.
This is your view. You see,
Okay.
so this is your view. If I need to, if they say I should do another thing, maybe they don't want to see everything, they only want to see for a particular, I don't need to go to that place. I only need to manage my view. Open your Power BI desktop. This is, open your Power BI desktop. Okay, good, I like this. Then from SQL. So come back to your SQL server so that you can pick the name of do as if you want to connect, disconnect, or connect, you get. Look at that plug. That one in front of connect, that is like a charger. Yes. Click on it.
Okay.
This is the name of your server.
Okay.
This BAM something, yes. Go and give it to.
Okay.
Good. So the name of your database is movie. Go there in case you don't know how to. Just go and look at it. Do you understand? Movies.
Movie. Okay.
Movies. Don't say okay when you supply this up.
Okay.
Expand the advanced options. This advanced option.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we already created a view.
Yes, sir.
Come back to SSMS. This view that we have already created, we don't need to begin to, no, come back to cancel this. You are fine, you're already inside. Just cancel this one. So all you need to do is just to say, you don't need to write all of these select, film ID, film. You just say select all from film details. Let me know, do you understand?
Select all.
In Power BI.
Okay.
Don't worry. Go to Power BI. But look at the way you write so come here and then say select star from, mention the name of your view.
Film details. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, done.
If you are done, click OK. I don't know what you do. If it is Windows Authenticator, right? Click on connect. I think it's Windows Authenticator I saw.
Connect. Okay.
Is it connecting? Say OK.
We were unable to connect to data source using a clear connection. So access the data source.
Click on OK.
Okay.
Wait for it.
Do I need to load it or need to transform?
Don't worry, it's just wait. Oh, load. Oh, I didn't know you've seen that. Load. You don't need to transform again because you will have used SQL to do all of that. And that's grouped by this, that, all of that.
Okay.
Then you are loading here. Let's stop here. We've taken too much time. But my point is, Joseph, others, does this make sense first? Do we understand?
Yeah.
So when this is loaded, then create your Power BI report. Don't need to, you can view it, you get the point. You'll be able to, you can drag your, you now see that all of those things that are money, you can just say studio versus profit. It's fine.
Okay, sorry. That's what I said. Sorry.
No
Studio.
problems. Anyone you want to, that's you just want to visualize studio and the profit realize, or studio, you get the point. A number of us coming would just to just to visualize that. So of course you can always do this. This will show the name of studio. You get the point.
Okay.
So my point is we are fine. Put it on focus mode and that's it. Thank you so much, everyone. John, I hope you are fine. I hope you learned something, right? Callistas, I hope you learned something new. Amalara, are you fine? Did you pick something?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Jide.
Yes, I did.
So thank you so much, everyone. We have overstayed, but it's fine. Thank you so much. I'll stop recording and thank you, everyone. I see your feedback and plan. Thank you so much. So at least with this,